The 2020 Summer Olympics, officially known as the Games of the 32nd Olympiad and commonly known as Tokyo 2020, is a major international multi-sport event due to be celebrated in the tradition of the Olympic Games as governed by the International Olympic Committee. The Games are planned to be held from the 24th of July to the 9th of August 2020 in Tokyo. The city was announced as the host at the 125th IOC Session in Buenos Aires on the 7th of September 2013. Bidding process. Tokyo, Istanbul, and Madrid were the three candidate cities. The applicant cities of Baku and Doha were not promoted to candidate status. A bid from Rome was withdrawn. The IOC voted to select the host city of the 2020 Summer Olympics on the 7th of September 2013 at the 125th IOC Session at the Buenos Aires Hilton in Buenos Aires, Argentina. An exhaustive ballot system was used. No city won over 50% of the votes in the first round, and Madrid and Istanbul were tied for second place. A runoff vote between these two cities was held to determine which would be eliminated. In the final vote, a head-to-head contest between Tokyo and Istanbul, Tokyo was selected by 60 votes to 36. Development and preparation. The Tokyo metropolitan government set aside a fund of 400 billion Japanese yen to cover the cost of hosting the Games. The Japanese government is considering increasing slot capacity at both Haneda Airport and Narita International Airport by easing airspace restrictions. A new railway line is planned to link both airports through an expansion of Tokyo Station, cutting travel time from Tokyo Station to Haneda from 30 minutes to 18 minutes, and from Tokyo Station to Narita from 55 minutes to 36 minutes. The line would cost 400 billion yen and would be funded primarily by private investors. But East Japan Railway Company is planning a new route near Tamachi to Haneda Airport. Funding is also planned to accelerate completion of the Central Circular Route, Tokyo Gakuen Expressway and Keno Expressway, and to refurbish other major expressways in the area. There are also plans to extend the Yurikamo automated transit line from its existing terminal at Toyosu Station to a new terminal at Kuchidoki Station, passing the site of the Olympic Village. Although the Yurikamo would still not have adequate capacity to serve major events in the Odaiba area on its own, the organizing committee is headed by former Prime Minister Yoshiro Mori. Olympic and Paralympic Minister Toshiaki Endo is overseeing the preparations on behalf of the Japanese government. Venues and infrastructure. It was confirmed in February 2012 that the National Olympic Stadium in Tokyo would receive a $1 billion upgrade and full-scale reconstruction for the 2019 Rugby World Cup as well as the 2020 Olympics. As a result, a design competition for the new stadium was launched. In November 2012, the Japan Sport Council announced that out of 46 finalists, Zaha Hadid Architects was awarded the design for the new stadium. Plans included dismantling the original stadium and expanding the capacity from 50,000 to a modern Olympic capacity of about 80,000. However, Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe announced in July 2015 that plans to build the new national stadium would be scrapped and rebid on amid public discontent over the stadium's building costs. In autumn 2015, a new design by Kengo Kuma was approved as winning project of new stadium design competition, which decreased the capacity to between 60,000 - 80,000 depending by event. 28 of the 33 competition venues in Tokyo are within 8 kilometers of the Olympic Village. 11 new venues are to be constructed. Heritage Zone. 7 venues will be located within the central business area of Tokyo, northwest of the Olympic Village. Several of these venues were also used for the 1964 Summer Olympics. National Olympic Stadium. Opening and closing ceremonies. Athletics. Football, 60,000. Yoyogi National Gymnasium. Handball, 12,000. Tokyo Metropolitan Gymnasium. Table tennis, 10,000. Nippon Budokan Judo, 12,000. Tokyo International Forum. Weightlifting, sport climbing, 5,000. Imperial Palace Garden. Cycling, 5,000. Kokugaken Arena. Boxing, 10,000. Tokyo Bay Zone. 20 venues will be located in the vicinity of Tokyo Bay, southeast of the Olympic Village, predominantly on Ariake, Odaiba and the surrounding artificial islands. Kasai Rinkai Park, canoe, kayak, 8,000. Oi Seaside Park, hockey, 10,000. Olympic Aquatics Center, aquatics, 18,000. Tokyo Tatsumi International Swimming Center, water polo. Dream Island Archery Field, archery, skateboarding, 6,000. Ariake Arena, volleyball, 12,000. Olympic BMX course, cycling, 6,000. Olympic Gymnastics Center, gymnastics, 12,000. Ariake Coliseum, tennis, 20,000. Odaiba Marine Park, triathlon and aquatics, 5,000. Chiokazu Park, beach volleyball, 12,000. Sea Forest cross-country course, equestrian, 20,000. Sea Forest waterway, rowing and canoe, kayak, 20,000. Sites farther than 8 kilometers from the Olympic Village. Osaka Shooting Range, shooting. Musashino Forest Sports Center, modern pentathlon, badminton, 6,000. Ajinomoto Stadium, football, modern pentathlon and rugby sevens, 50,000. Kasumigaseki Country Club, golf, 30,000. Saitama Super Arena, basketball, 22,000. Enoshima, sailing, surfing, 10,000. Makuhari Mesa, fencing, taekwondo, 6,000. Anam, karate, wrestling, 8,000. Baji Cone, equestrian. Izu Velodrome, cycling, 5,000. Japan Cycle Sports Center, cycling. Yokohama Stadium, baseball, softball, 30,000. Football venues. National Olympic Stadium, 60,000. Ajinomoto Stadium, 50,000. International Stadium Yokohama, 70,000. Saitama Stadium 2002, 62,000. Sapporo Dome, 40,000. Miyagi Stadium, 48,000. Non-competition venues. Imperial Hotel, Tokyo, IOC. Haramifuto, Olympic Village. Tokyo Big Sight, Media Press Center, International Broadcast Center. The Games. Sports. The 2020 Summer Olympic program is scheduled to feature 33 sports and a total of 47 disciplines and 324 events. New sports. Following the 2012 Games, the IOC assessed the 26 sports held in London, with the remit of selecting 25 core sports to join new entrants golf and rugby sevens at the 2020 Games. In effect, this would involve the dropping of one sport from the 2016 Games program. This would leave a single vacancy in the 2020 Games program, which the IOC would seek to fill from a shortlist containing 7 unrepresented sports and the removed sport. On the 12th of February 2013, IOC leaders voted to drop wrestling from the Olympic program, a surprise decision that removed one of the oldest Olympic sports from the 2020 Games. Wrestling, which combines freestyle and Greco-Roman events, goes back to the inaugural modern Olympics in Athens in 1896, and even further to the ancient Olympic Games. The decision to drop wrestling was opposed in many countries and by their NOCs. Wrestling therefore joined other sports in a short list applying for inclusion in the 2020 Games. On the 29th of May 2013, it was announced that 3 sports made the final shortlist: squash, baseball, softball, and wrestling. 5 other sports were excluded from consideration at this point. On the 8th of September 2013, at the 125th IOC Session, the IOC selected wrestling to be included in the Olympic program for 2020 and 2024. Wrestling secured 49 votes, while baseball, softball secured 24 votes and squash got 22 votes. Under new IOC policies that shift the Games to an event-based program rather than sport-based, the host organizing committee can now also propose the addition of sports to the program. This rule is designed so that sports popular in the host country can be added to the program to improve local interest. As a result of these changes, a new shortlist of 8 sports was unveiled on the 22nd of June 2015, consisting of baseball, softball, bowling, karate, roller sports, sport climbing, squash, surfing, and wushu. On the 28th of September 2015, organizers submitted a shortlist of 5 proposed sports to the IOC: baseball, softball, karate, sport climbing, surfing, and skateboarding. The 5 proposed sports were approved on the 3rd of August 2016 by the IOC during the 129th IOC Session in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and will be included in the sports program for 2020, bringing the total number of sports at the 2020 Olympics to 33. However, these sports have only been approved for the 2020 Games, and some of these sports may not appear in the 2024 Games calendar. All dates are Tokyo time. This calendar is adapted from the candidature file. Marketing. Emblem. The official emblems for the 2020 Olympics and Paralympics were unveiled on the 25th of April 2016, designed by Asao Tokolo, who won a nationwide design contest. It takes the form of a ring in an indigo-colored checkerboard pattern. The design is meant to express a refined elegance and sophistication that exemplifies Japan. The designs replaced a previous emblem which had been scrapped due to allegations that it plagiarized the logo of a Belgian theater. Media. Sponsors. As of 2015, total sponsorship for the 2020 Games reached approximately $1.3 billion, setting an Olympics record. Concerns and controversies. IAAF bribery claims. In January 2016, the second part of a World Anti-Doping Agency Commission report into corruption included a footnote detailing a conversation between Khalil Dayak, son of former International Athletic Association Federation President Lamin Dayak, and Turkish officials heading up the Istanbul-The team. A transcript of the conversation cited in the report suggested that a sponsorship payment of between $4 million and $5 million had been made by the Japanese bid team either to the Diamond League or IAAF. The footnote claimed that because Istanbul did not make such a payment, the bid lost the support of Lamin Dayak. The WADA declined to investigate the claims because it was, according to its independent commission, outside the agency remit. In July and October 2013, Tokyo made 2 bank payments totaling $2.8 million to a Singapore-based company known as Black Tidings. The company is tied to Papa Masato Dayak, a son of Lamin Dayak who worked as a marketing consultant for the IAAF. and is being pursued by French authorities under allegations of bribery, corruption, and money laundering. Black Tidings is held by Ian Tan Tong Han, a consultant to Athletics Management and Services, which manages the IAAF's commercial rights, and has business relationships with Japanese firm Dentsu. Black Tidings has also been connected to a doping scandal involving the Russian athletics team. Japanese Olympic Committee and Tokyo 2020 board member Sunikazu Takeda stated that the payments were for consulting services, but refused to discuss the matter further because it was confidential. Toshiaki Endo called on Takeda to publicly discuss the matter. Masato denied that he had received any money from Tokyo's organizing committee. The IOC established a team to investigate these matters, and will closely follow the French investigation. Logo plagiarism. The initial design for the official emblems of the 2020 Summer Olympics and Paralympics were unveiled on 24 July 2015. The logo resembled a stylized T. A red circle in the top right corner represented a beating heart, the flag of Japan, and an inclusive world in which everyone accepts each other, and a black column in the center represented diversity. Shortly after the unveiling, Belgian graphics designer Olivier Deby accused the organizing committee of plagiarizing a logo he had designed from the Tête de Liège, which aside from the circle, consisted of nearly identical shapes. Tokyo's organizing committee denied that the emblem design was plagiarized, arguing that the design had gone through long, extensive international intellectual property examinations before it was cleared for use. Deby filed a lawsuit against the IOC to prevent use of the infringing logo. The emblem's designer, Kenjiro Sano, defended the design, stating that he had never seen the Liège logo, while TOCOG released an early sketch of the design that emphasized a stylized T and did not resemble the Liège logo. However, Sano was found to have had a history of plagiarism, with others alleging his early design plagiarized work of Yan Chichil, that he used a photo without permission in promotional materials for the emblem, along with other past cases. On 1 September 2015, following an emergency meeting of TOCOG, Governor of Tokyo Yoichi Masuzo announced that they had decided to scrap Sano's two logos. The committee met on 2 September 2015 to decide how to approach another new logo design. On 24 November 2015, an emblems selection committee was established to organize an open call for design proposals, open to Japanese residents over the age of 18, with a deadline set for 7 December 2015. The winner would receive 1 million yen and tickets to the opening ceremonies of both the 2020 Summer Olympics and Paralympics. On 8 April 2016, a new shortlist of 4 pairs of designs for the Olympics and Paralympics were unveiled by the Emblems Selection Committee. The committee's selection, with influence from a public poll, was presented to TOCOG on 25 April 2016 for final approval. Broadcasting. In the United States, the 2020 Summer Olympics will be broadcast by NBC Universal Properties, as part of a $4.38 billion agreement that began at the 2014 Winter Olympics. In Japan, NHK, TBS TV Asahi and Fuji Television will be broadcast on all platforms, while TV Tokyo, Nippon TV and UHF independent stations will broadcast only on terrestrial television. In Europe, this will be the first Summer Olympics under the IOC's exclusive pan-European rights deal with Discovery Communications, which will begin at the 2018 Winter Olympics. The rights for the 2020 Games cover almost all of Europe, excluding France due to an existing rights deal that will expire following these Games, and Russia. Discovery will sub-license coverage to free-to-air networks in each territory. In the United Kingdom, these will be the last Games whose rights are fully owned by the BBC, although as a condition of a sub-licensing agreement that will carry into the 2022 and 2024 Games. Discovery holds exclusive pay television rights to these Games. Below are the confirmed television right holders: Asia 1 Dentsu, Australia 7 Network, Austria ORF, Brazil Grupo Globo, Canada CBC Radio Canada, Sportsnet TSN, Caribbean International Media Content Limited, China CCTV, Croatia HRT, Czech Republic Court, Europe 2 Discovery Communications, Eurosport, Finland YLE, France Visions, Canal Plus, Hungary MTVA, Ireland RTE, Japan Consortium, Arab World beIN Sports, Netherlands NOS, New Zealand Sky Television, North Korea SBS, Oceania 3 Sky Television, South Korea SBS, Switzerland SRGSSR, United Kingdom BBC Eurosport, United States NBC Universal. One rights in 22 countries in Asia, to be resold to local broadcasters. Squared except in France and Russia. Cubed rights in Cook Islands, Fiji, Kiribati, Marshall Islands, Micronesia, Nauru, Niue, Palau, Samoa, Solomon Islands, Tonga, Tuvalu and Vanuatu.